All right, let's dive into something pretty huge that just happened in AI. Meta, Zuckerberg's company,
Yeah.
they just made their biggest external investment ever. We're talking $14.3 billion into scale AI.
Wow, $14.3 billion. That's colossal. And Scale AI. That's Alexander Wang's company, right? The young founder.
Exactly. He's only 28, and here's the kicker he's taking on this big new role inside Meta.
Okay, so this isn't just money changing hands. This is like a strategic power play.
Totally. And what we really want to unpack today is why. Why is Meta betting so much on this guy, on Wang? They seem to see him as some kind of secret weapon.
Right. And what does this whole kind of controversial move tell us about the AI arms race? It feels pretty cutthroat right now.
Definitely. So let's start with Wang himself, because his story is, well, kind of key to understanding this whole thing.
Okay.
He was, get this, a 19-year-old MIT dropout back in 2016, co-founded Scale AI then.
19. Wow. And wasn't there something about his parents, like Los Alamos?
Yeah, his parents were nuclear physicists there. Apparently that background really shaped how he thinks about technology and, national security too.
Interesting. So Scale AI, how did it start? Wasn't it something to do with data?
Uh-huh. Manual data labeling, basically.
Yeah.
Think self-driving cars teaching the AI that this is a person, that is just a plastic bag.
Right. The grunt work of AI, but absolutely essential. They must have needed a lot of people for that.
Oh, yeah. Tens of thousands of workers globally. It's like a very different origin story than you might expect for a top AI company today. Shows he gets the fundamentals.
But they didn't just stick with labeling, did they?
No way. They pivoted pretty hard.
Yeah.
Became this generative AI powerhouse. Started doing model evaluation, fine-tuning.
For some big names, yeah, like OpenAI.
OpenAI is SAP, Toyota.
Mm.
Wang was out there saying Scale was like neutral, agnostic, working with pretty much everyone.
Huh. The Switzerland of AI data.
Sort of. And he personally blew up, right? Youngest self-made billionaire at 24, forbid, became this Silicon Valley wunderkind. Even got influential in DC, the AI whisperer.
Okay, so he's clearly got clout. Which brings us back to Meta. Why them? Why now?
Well, the story goes that Zuckerberg was getting really frustrated. Felt like Meta was falling behind OpenAI, Google DeepMind.
Especially with their own models, like Llama 4. Weren't there some bumps there?
Yeah, reports of maybe inflated results, a rushed release, put Meta under a lot of pressure. They needed an edge, badly.
So Zuckerberg went after Wang personally.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Invited him to his homes, really worked to build trust. It wasn't just a corporate deal. It felt more personal.
And the deal itself, $14.3 billion for. What was the stake?
49%,
Well.
but non-voting. Valuing Scale at a massive $29 billion. Wang's personal stake jumps to like $5 billion.
49% non-voting.
Interesting. So Wang keeps operational control of Scale.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
And there's even this poison pill thing to keep Wang committed long term. Meta really, really wants him locked in. Makes sense. But what about that neutrality Scale claimed? That's got to be gone now, right?
Oh, completely. Reports are already saying Google and OpenAI are likely pulling their business. Scale is now basically Meta's AI engine room.
So the initial take of a data land grab might be too simple.
Maybe. It seems less about starving competitors of data and more about Meta getting Wang's expertise in using data effectively, refining it, evaluating models. That's the bottleneck.
Okay, so Wang's moving inside Meta. What's his actual role? You mentioned a new team.
Yeah, joining their new superintelligence team. And the rumors are flying maybe even chief AI officer for all of Meta.
Whoa. But wait, isn't he not a computer scientist? That feels bold for Meta, given their research roots.
It's definitely causing some waves. Reports say some Meta AI researchers are, let's say, skeptical.
I can imagine. You bring in an outsider, not from the core research world.
But his supporters push back hard. They say he's technically capable, sure, but more importantly, he's a savvy commercial person, a great recruiter. He gets the business of AI.
And he lives by that Scale motto, right? Ambition shapes reality.
Exactly. Plus, there's the whole Washington angle.
Ah, right. Navigating politics. Meta could certainly use help there.
You think? As someone apparently said, Washington loves to hate Zuckerberg. Maybe Wang can be a bridge, help Meta navigate those tricky DC waters and these big platform shifts.
So wrapping this up, what should you, listening to this, take away?
Well, it's clearly way more than just a check being written. It's a massive strategic gamble in this intense AI race. It changes things for Meta, for Scale, probably for everyone.
Yeah, it forces you to think about what leadership in AI really means. It's not just about the smartest algorithm anymore, is it?
Right. Which leaves us with a big question, I think. Can this guy, Alexander Wang, whose roots are in essentially managing large-scale human data work. Can he really lead Meta into this superintelligence era?
And can he cement himself as, like, a major Silicon Valley figure for decades? It's a huge test.
Yeah.
Redefining AI leadership, maybe?
We'll have to wait and see. Definitely one to watch.